The flowers you see today that are living, the trees you see, were planted a while ago. There's things you're planting now that you may not see them come to fruition until years, months from now. The story of the bamboo tree, the idea is that you water it, nothing happens, you give it sun, nothing happens, but you keep watering, and it takes forever for this thing to grow. And when it finally grows, when the bamboo tree finally goes, boom, shoots out of nowhere, grows 60, 90 feet in a short amount of time. Now, I love that because people will say, well, yeah, that's a motivational story, that even though it doesn't look as if things are happening for you, keep working on it. But let's flip that, let's remix it for what's happening in our nation. You may think the protesting, the rioting came out of nowhere, but this is fruit. This is fruit that has been growing under the surface for a while. People have been watering it. Nothing happens. Nah, that's okay. Nothing. Watering it, putting harsh sun on it. No, see, I don't see what the big deal is. And then boom, you have this explosion. And people say, where did this come from? Nah, man, this didn't just happen. This has been growing under the surface for a while. Here's what we have to do. For every problem, there's a solution. For every single problem, there is a solution. You be the answer. How can you help? Find a way. I don't know. You have your own gifts. You have your own talents. You have your own connections. You have your own circle of influence. You may say, I don't like this. I hate that. What do you want to do to solve the problem? Have you ever played a video game? I don't know one video game that just lets you go from the first, the entry player to the big bad boss. In fact, some games you have several big bad bosses, right? When you get to a final boss, a big boss, there's no one way to. I've never seen a game where you just walk up to the bad guy and use a certain power and then boom, it's over. It takes several things, right? It's going to take a couple kicks, couple punches, couple uppercuts, couple throws, couple special moves, couple reversals, whatever your powers are, right? And then you win. It's an endurance. I'm telling you to fight the good fight. And I don't mean physically. I don't mean literally go kick and punch and uppercut somebody. Don't do that. But what I'm saying is use what you have to make an impact. We've been talking about no more normal, and we cannot go back to normal. If you don't want these protests to be the new normal, you're going to have to do something different. If you don't want the rioting, if you don't want the looting, which I agree, looting is not protesting. But there's a certain rage, there's a certain anger that people have where they feel desperate, they feel exhausted, they feel tired. I can't control them. Who can you influence? All I can do is just influence you. As an African American male, I just want to know that you see me, that I exist, that there are real dangers that are out there. And then me for you, as a woman, as somebody of LGBT, whatever the case is, or somebody, the First Nations person, right? Or an Asian person, like me stepping up when people were saying, oh, well, Asian people brought Corona and they all have, like, no. I have to step up for them. We have to step up for each other. People keep thinking that it's like one size fits all. If we just get rid of it, it's gonna be multiple layers. We need African American brothers and sisters. We need Asians. We need Hispanics. We need white. We need Irish. We need German. We need Czechoslovakian. We need a Republican Czech. It takes all of us to kill this thing, to kill this virus. The normalcy of it. And how do you break the cycle? I was going to talk to you all today. I totally changed my message. My message was going to be about a sickness, because ultimately this nation, you might agree, is in a sickness. But all you're looking at is the symptoms. The symptom is looting. The symptom is rioting. The symptom is protesting. The symptom is killing African Americans. The system is not caring. The system is calling the police on a black person who's watching birds, or you're making false accusations. A lot of you made some false accusations recently against black people. And that hurts. But that's okay. What we have to do, how can we come together? It takes all of us. Now, when I was going to the thing, I was talking about the symptoms, and we have to get to the root, because, right? I mean, if you're coughing, like the coughing is a symptom, but it's the medicine can cure the coughing, but that doesn't mean you are cured. Some medicines just cure the symptoms. They alleviate you from coughing, alleviate you from sneezing, but there's a virus, there's a bacteria, there's something else at play. People have been media bashing. I'm not going to media bash. Not necessarily, I mean, because I know the media is purchased. You watch it, they get commercials. People, I mean, that just is. That just is. That sucks, but that just is. But if you think, when somebody shows you a video, if you think that's all there is, if all there is to be seen is what you're not seeing the whole picture, we have to figure a way. You're going to have to call it what it is. You're going to have to say that hate is a real thing. People wake up with hate in their heart, seeing who can they kill, who can they destroy, who can they steal from. Hate's a real thing. You recognize mental health as a real thing. That person that has schizophrenia, the person that has depression, we have to treat that thing. We acknowledge it. It's not just being moody. Oh, he's not just in a bad mood. He has a serious mental condition. She has something she's suffering with, and we have to solve the mental health issue. You have to agree that hate at its core, evil at its core, is a real human trait. It's a disorder. It's something that's real. Can't fix the symptoms. I was just getting. I'll put a Band-Aid on it. I'll put a Band-Aid on a stab wound. Huh? What? What? Well, she said she had brain cancer. I'm gonna give her a lollipop. What? You see how ridiculous that sounds? There's something bigger at play here. You can't solve everything. Do what you can. Go in the strength that you have. I didn't mean to take so long, but I just had to talk to you about the idea that we cannot go back to normal.